Hey everyone, welcome back to another video in my PrimeXBT series. We're going to do it a little different today because last night when I was laying in bed, I had this theory. I developed this theory about how to predict tops of parabolic moves. Now, I really don't know how concrete it is, but it's kind of interesting. And I'm going to go ahead and we're going to look into this theory on video and you guys can see what you think. It's basically about how to find tops before they happen, and it goes along with some Fibonacci and stuff. But anyway, should be a fun video, so make sure you watch the whole thing. But real quick, I do want to give a shout out to PrimeXBT. They've got a mobile platform and desktop, and if you sign up with my link below or in the pinned tweet on Twitter at Nebraska Gooner, you can get up to a $7,000 deposit bonus through that link. So make sure you check that out. There is also a tutorial for how to use the exchange in my pinned tweet thread. But anyway, you guys, let's go ahead. I'm excited to share this video with you. Let's get right into the content. All right, so let's jump into where I kind of thought about this theory. I'm sure a lot of you have seen my chart from February of 2022, so over a year ago, that was talking about fib levels and instant reversal zone for Bitcoin, et cetera, levels to look for in the bear market. And of course, this instant reversal zone held perfectly. And it actually worked in 2015 and 2019 as well. This is the one from 2019 that I posted back in 2018. And you can see just below 4K, that instant reversal zone held perfectly. So anyway, and if we go forward real quick, you will see here how well that instant reversal zone held. So this got me thinking, what if you could find these kind of supports ahead of time and then use them to predict the move, right? So how did I come up with this? Well, if you look here, we have Bitcoin breaking out of downtrend, okay, on the monthly time frame. So if we go to weekly time frame, all right, here is, and let me just circle this real quick. So after two closes above, we have our confirmed breakdown, which puts us at right here. So this is going to be kind of the key level, right? So we go down to a weekly time frame. What if I could just draw Fibonacci? Well, let me backtrack real quick for a half a second, because the other reason I thought about this was the Hammy chart. Okay, now Hammy pumped, and we found kind of a local top here, but it dropped 70%. Okay, and bear markets usually drop about 70 to 80%. So that got me thinking, okay, well, what if I go to Bitcoin here and I go to the weekly time frame? What if I could predict close to the top just by putting my 70% drawdown at a key support? So where's my key support? This is the breakout area where we had the confirmed breakout, right? So somewhere between here, this was where the actual breakout happened. This is where the breakout was confirmed up here. So I'm just going to go ahead and say that this is a key support, not only because this is where price literally basically goes parabolic, but also we had this little fake breakdown and price was bought back up, so that you wouldn't want to see price go below there as soon as it reclaims this, okay? But that is a discussion for another time. So if I start at the very bottom here and I just draw, and I'm going to put the 786 fib, okay, because that's kind of my retracement fib. I'm going to put the 786 fib right at this level, and we're going to see where that puts the top of this move at. Bam. Okay. So 786 fib is right at my key support level, and look at the top of this parabolic move. Now, of course, we went a little bit higher, but this is the top of the parabola before we had two pullbacks. This was the longest pullback we saw, and it happened when the 78 or the 786 fib happened to be at this level. So just that's a very interesting note, right? Ahead of time, we could have predicted that this was going to reject here. Now, of course, it went a little bit higher, but still, I mean, if you catch that much of a move, it'd be pretty happy, right? So I went to the added chart and I basically did the same thing. So I was like, this is a key support here, interestingly enough. And this is where the whole impulse starts at. And so I'm like, maybe if I draw my fibs from the bottom of here and put the 786 fib at this key support level again, okay, you're going to see the 786 fib at that key support. And again, you're going to notice that I reject exactly at the points, or at the top of this, when my 0.786 fib is right here, right? So I wonder if this would work on something, let's say like ARB, because we don't have a bottom yet for ARB, right? Or we don't have a top yet for ARB because it just keeps going higher. So maybe, just maybe, now this is a newer chart, right? This might be harder because it's a brand new chart. Let's see if we can get more data on lower time frames. So I got down to the 4H chart, and this is a pretty clear, you can see that we have kind of like that similar thing on Bitcoin where we had that breakout and then like a little bear trap, and then price goes higher. So if we just go from the bottom of this impulse on ARB, let's just start right here at this candle where it starts impulsing, and let's put the 786 fib right at this level. Okay, so my 786 fib is right there, and this tells me that a potential top could be around 260. So very interesting. This will be kind of fun because we don't know if it's going to happen or not, right? But if the top is around 260, then we just predicted it ahead of time on video. So we'll see now if that happens, you guys. This is me finding a theory, and you can actually back test this on some other altcoins. I did it on a couple others, but I don't have time in this video for that. But if this impulse is up to around the 260 area, okay, 260, 250 area, because I don't know if I'm exactly accurate here, right? But I am starting at this impulse where it starts right here. So if this impulse is to around 260, that'd be pretty impressive. Now, of course, on the other ones, that wasn't the exact top, but that was where we saw a harsh rejection initially before going a little bit higher. And that one more move higher was basically the blow off the top. So if you're an Elliott wave person, which I'm not at all, but you'd almost get your wave 1, 2, 3, which is the longest, 4, and then 5. And then your 5 is the ending. So this theory, and maybe if you're an Elliott wave person, you can comment on this, but this theory seems to almost be like catching the top of the wave 3, and then the wave 5 is the actual last burst. So anyway, you guys, kind of fun. I always like these theories, you know. Of course, the tweet I shared at the beginning of the video is with more concrete evidence, and after price action has happened, we're looking for retracement levels. This is more looking for impulse levels and trying to predict a top when it's kind of hard, right? It's pretty difficult to predict a top on something when we don't have any levels to look at and resistances to, you know, chart out and map out for us to, you know, be able to plan ahead. Thanks so much for watching this video, you guys. Make sure you give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube, and throw me a comment below and tell me what you think about this theory that I've developed. Did I give you enough evidence to make you believe in it, or is it complete garbage? You know, it could be worthless, but I always like to kind of think outside the box, and when I get these little theories, I always like to test them out. So having looked back at the past, now I can kind of look into the future and maybe put together a couple hypotheses on a few charts and see if they play out using this theory. But again, I hope you guys liked the video, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.